very young. I think he's 18 currently.
One of the youngest players in the tournament.
Yep, and he's also quite talented.
He was playing in Halifax Nationals when he was just 16. Is that correct?
Yeah, that was. I believe that was like one of his first times playing dodgeball ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very athletic.
He picked up the sport very quick.
Dalton McKenzie as well, number 12. He was on Team Maple Leaf a couple of years ago.
Yep.
He's taking the pitch back now. Whew. Big jump there from Barnaby. And we see Carr Harris knocked out.
Yeah. Dalton found him off the rush.
Looks like we will be 5-on-5. I think a ball getting swapped out. Garcia Silvera bringing it over.
Yeah. Occasionally the balls do get torn and we need to switch them out at that point.
Well, that is why we have a bunch of spares on hand. See a pretty high throw there toward Barnaby, but he stays away from it. Maybe they're expecting him to jump really high again. That shot, I think, bounced before it found Silvera. We see Riptide chatting a bit about what to do next.
Yep.
Good throws there towards Jodouin, but he stays under him.
Yeah, it's now a Northern touch to make play. You see them talking it out. 5 balls to work with here.
And they make him count.
Yeah, they managed to find Devin Simmons. Very good pick. He's a talented player as well.
He's pretty young as well, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's 20, 21.
Yeah, a lot of good young talent in PEI. If they keep growing, they may be the team to beat before too long.
Yeah.
And yeah, it looks like they hit out, I believe that's Travis Dongan over on the side. So far, so good for Riptide. Although Northern Touch not in a bad spot either.
Yeah, 4 players, both sides. A little back and forth. Both teams kind of taking their time as they figure each other out.
Well, that was Miles Dongan who got hit out. My apologies to Northern Touch. Although they can't hear me yet, so, you know, it's fine.
Future apologies.
Yeah. Travis still on the court. He's number 22. Yeah. Tyler Johnston, I think, making the call there from the far corner.
Yeah.
And they connect.
Yeah, it's trade for both sides.
Yeah, Hussein knocked out as well on the Northern Touch side. Oswald Barnaby holding down the middle. Tyler Johnston, I think, making the call. It's Barnaby who lets it go. And now we see Dongan faking up high, but it's Jodouin who throws. Just misses it a little off the side of the feet there. And Riptide, small player advantage.
They go and throwing a cross court.
Yep. Good choice. I like it. You don't always want to be thrown straight on.
Yeah.
If you can connect on those cross courts, they're way harder to block and even see coming sometimes. Oh, and that second shot.
Oswald gets found.
Yep. Once again, you see that staggered timing from Northern Touch. Dongan throws first, then Jodouin reads the move and follows him up just a second later. Nice cross court. Dongan's block sends it over to the other court. With that ball put back in play, luckily the women on court 2 in between points. Oh, Johnston just hit. Grazed, I think, on that cross court from Travis Dongan.
Yeah. And just Ewan Groman left on the Riptide side. It's a very strong arm. Those are dead balls. They hit each other in midair.
Yeah, 1-on-2, not impossible odds. But they were long odds, and he did not make it count that time. So Northern Touch takes the early 1-0 lead. Close point, though. I mean,
definitely could have went either way.
Yeah, a lot of these points are going to be tight.
Yeah, these are 2 very, very evenly matched teams. Exciting to see who comes out on top.
And here we go. Quick off the rush, both teams. Riptide a little bit faster. And I think we saw Barnaby hit out, and in the exchange, Silvera hit out as well. Both number 10s being targeted. And we're going to see Randall scrambles back and lets that ball roll out of play because he's got a ball retriever on the side to help him out.
Yep. Colin Simmons finding a hit there.
Now he's looking toward the middle, and he threw toward his right side instead. Yes, no look. Good velocity from him.
He has a very, very quick throw.
He's gotten a lot better at protecting himself, too. He's more elusive than he was when I played with him in Halifax, which is a great thing for his game.
Yeah. Well, it's amazing just like how well he can dodge now, considering he's such a large guy.
He's large, but he's lean and mobile.
Yeah.
We see Riptide now at the player edge. Dongan and Randall talking about what to do next. That's a big jump from Johnston. Dongan waited it out, but could not find the mark when Johnston was low. Now Riptide with that ball advantage. And they just missed Dongan as he goes high, but manages to get a blocking ball out.
Amos Baker went for the catch there. Unfortunately, didn't make it.
Yeah, Riptide won't want to take too many chances like that. They do have a player edge, but you don't want to give it away for free. Yeah, but we see Miles Dongan retaliating and knocking out Simmons on the side. Now just 3-on-2 edge for Riptide. Dongan eludes that, and I think he connected there, yeah.
Now to 2v2.
Good low dodging.
Yeah, TJ has very good floor movement. He will get down and move around a lot. Devin Simmons putting the pressure back on Dongan.
Yeah, and he elects to take, but Dongan ready with the block. Randall on the other side, kind of keeping Johnston in check. Oh, that was well blocked.
Block it midair.
Randall with a good choice to go high. Miles Dongan hit out, and now it's just Northern Touch's turn to be down. Oh no, they did trade out with Devin Simmons, so it's just a 1-on-1.
Yeah. So Randall throwing first.
Johnston looking for a good moment, good angle. Randall clears that one by going high and then spikes that one short. Oh, it baits.
Up, baits it. Oh, Johnson gets out of the way.
Doesn't take it right away. Randall's still up, no ball in hand. Randall's a pretty good catcher. Still a little scary when the other player just winds up to you with nothing else to worry about, though.
Yeah, and I think Tyler Johnson knows that, too. You saw he was throwing kind of low and to the side.
Randall's been jumping quite a bit. He's been getting away with it. Let's see if Johnston adjusts. Well, he doesn't need to.
Clip him there.
Yeah,
1-1.
Nice shoulder shot from Johnston as Randall just moved to the side. And yeah, we are all tied up, as befits such close points. I think Riptide is one of those non-Ontario teams that is also a serious medal contender. They've put up great results before, as you mentioned, even upsetting Northern Touch directly in National Dodgeball Festival in Barrie last year. I'm not even sure how much of an upset you'd really call it. Like, Riptide's been known for a couple of years now as being a very strong team.
Yeah, they upset Rampage at the National Dodgeball Festival.
Sorry.
Yeah, Northern Touch had their own upset on the other side.
Yeah, Rampage, usually the number 1 or number 2 seed coming out of Ontario so far. We will see them on this court a little bit later today. Oh, yeah, Sane couldn't hold on to that one as Simmons tags him out.
Yep.
And we see both wings from Riptide keeping that pressure on to make sure Northern Touch has to earn the line. Armsden missing on Simmons. Armsden selling those fakes. Well, that was a great shot from Simmons onto the foot. Nice spot for that ball.
Riptide's now up 2 players.
They look towards Simmons, but miss.
Good block by Simmons.
Yeah. And he gets tagged finally.
Yeah.
McKenzie fakes to fight for that ball.
Sees an opportunity and takes it, though, and gets away with it.
Yeah, he finds Carr Harris on the second shot. McKenzie very close to the side and center line, but I think he knows where those are. Yikes. They get Carr Harris when he wasn't paying attention on the sideline. Now Tyler Dongan, Ian Randall, still in it for Northern Touch, but they're facing off against 5 members of Riptide. And McKenzie charging.
Going for the trade.
Yeah, gets
very smart thing to do when you're up so many players.
For sure. He made it so close that it was going to be really hard to miss.
Yep.
Randall now left alone. He's going to look for a catch if he can find it.
But yeah, Amos Baker charging, getting the shot. Very happy to hit that.
Yeah, because I think we're pretty close to sudden death, and if you can go into that with a bit of a lead, always better than, you know, not.
Yeah, definitely.
And yeah, it looks like we will start sudden death. That means neither team will be allowed to block. So we should see a little bit faster pace.
Sudden deaths are always really interesting when they're full teams as well. It's a lot of options for where you throw.
And I do find a lot of teams are a little more throw happy than they might be otherwise, so it's often very quick. And
absolutely.
One team will end up with all the balls, but then they'll give them back very quickly too.
As you see there, like they started the game and Collinson's threw immediately.
Not a bad idea. He's got a hard shot with some bend to it. So, and I think, that one connecting from Carr Harris. Northern Touch with the early player advantage, 6-on-5. And they look towards Simmons. I think they found him.
Yep.
Now the other Simmons.
Yeah, Devin Simmons got a hit there.
Are they related? I'm not sure.
They are. They're brothers.
Oh, that'd do it.
Yep.
McKenzie. That ball blocked before it got to him. Carr Harris lets it go, and I think he juggled it but made the catch there before getting hit out. So Northern Touch now got that player edge.
Yeah.
Thanks to some good coordination. David Carr Harris. When we see...
Throws on to Oswald.
Yeah, Silvera just missing. He read and waited out that dodge, but couldn't quite get Barnaby.
Yep. I do want a clear thing. His name is Matthew Champion, but his nickname is Oswald Barnaby. So depending where you look, you might see one or the other.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Nice jump. That is I'm curious what the journey is from one name to the other there, but we'll save that for another time. Oh. Yassine looks for the catch. Johnston with a big slide to the side. Gets away from the retaliation throw. Jodoin and Silvera for Northern Touch. Looking to tie it up. Silvera can't find it. He does draw in another ball, but he does leave Joel Jodoin alone.
Yeah. It's looking a lot better for Riptide now. They were down 2 players, and now they're up 1.
Yeah, this has been a swingy sudden death. Jodoin finds Barnaby.
Yeah, upset he couldn't make that catch.
Joel Jodoin does have that good outside shot where he's not always necessarily looking at it. He takes the throw there. Johnston evades it, goes up.
Big movements out of him.
Still 1 ball in hand for Jodoin. He's faking. He throws, both players missing. Johnston now looking for it. Jodoin goes
taking
low.
Opportunities. Wow. Looks like he got the hit.
Yeah. Good play from Riptide.
Yeah. Getting up 3-1 is a great start. Riptide is a team that really likes to control the pace of the game. One thing you might see here now that they're up 2 points is to start taking it slower. So the other team kind of has to burn more time if they want to get a point on the board.
I always find what can be challenging about that is that, like, if you're normally a fast-paced team and then you try to slow it down, sometimes you can just kind of lose your way a little bit.
Yeah.
Something that my team was guilty of in provincials. Getting out to an early first half lead, slowing down too much in the second half and letting the other team dictate the pace themselves. But if you can slow it down and control the pace a little better, maybe you can smother out your opponents as they're forced to play a little more aggressively, and you can kind of make them make bad aggressive plays instead of good aggressive plays. We will see if Riptide does elect to slow it down, because these points have been pretty close. And honestly, Northern touches the players to pick up the pace if they want to as well.
Absolutely. Talented bunch of guys.
See an attempt at Silvera, who holds on to 2 balls off the rush and goes real low.
Yep. Very defensive play. Didn't want to get caught out by a Riptide strike on the rush.
Armsden's throw
onto Johnston.
Yep. They made sure on him that time.
Yep.
Johnston turning away a little bit.
Corey Burry moving up.
Ball bouncing before it finds Miles Dongan. Tyler Dongan lost, but Jodoin avenges him. Now you see the narrow 5-on-4 edge for Northern Touch with 4 balls in hand. They come to the line, and they miss Barnaby. Nope, they tag him on the foot, it sounds like. Dalton McKenzie up at the line, manages to get under that shot from Jodoin. Armsden now with the only ball. He's a bit of a bigger guy, but he's very good at blocking.
Yep.
That time he dropped and went for a catch. I think he was out before.
He was dead already,
yeah,
yep.
Exactly. Jodoin was there for the team catch, just sadly that ball was not live. So that good cross court again from Jodoin, going to his outside. Baker was ready for it. McKenzie, though, gets grazed on the shot from Silvera.
Yep. Just hit his back.
That's why it's so important to commit to those dodges. A lot of these throws are risks to take you anywhere. Ooh, nice slide from Jodoin. That one bounces before it finds Garcia. He flattens out and goes under another from Baker. Never mind, he actually appears to have gotten hit. But it looked nice.
Yeah, it did. Baker trying for the jumping catch.
Yeah, Dongan having none of that.
And just Corey Burry left in the court.
Northern Touch
catch. Yep.
Sending all 3 at him and making sure.
It looked like they knew he was going to jump too.
Yeah.
Those balls were pretty high.
Yeah, I feel like all 3 of them went to more or less the same spot. Well, Northern Touch now with a bit more momentum to start off the second half. Only down by 1 point. That was a long point. Both teams are playing a little more controlled overall, I'd say. And here we go. Northern Touch going to look to tie it up. Yeah, I think that was a false start on the Northern Touch side. They're pointing at Randall.
I find it kind of interesting that Northern Touch does the 3 balls spread out. That's not one you see too often.
Yeah, there are a few different ways you can, like, the teams can place the balls however they want to. But it's true, it's much more common to have 2 of them either on the outside, more commonly, or sometimes on the inside.
Colin Simmons finding a hit.
Yeah, and he took a great shot there where there were 2 touch players in the same space. Randall got out of the way, but Carr Harris was right behind him. See a shot towards Simmons missing. And the other Simmons tagged out, and on the return, you see Dongan hit out as well. So some quick back and forth leaves us with 4 players per side. Northern Touch calls the play. Colin Simmons manages to get over that ball and stay alive in the wing. Northern Touch pressuring the play calling.
Tyler Johnson finding a very nice shot on Maddie's feet to or sorry, that's not Maddie.
That's Malik Yassane.
Malik, yep.
And Dalton McKenzie lost as well for Riptide, though. Yassane tagging him. Randall almost dodged into that one. Now we see Tyler Dongan, Guy Armsden, Ian Randall still alive for Northern Touch. Colin Simmons, Tyler Johnston.
And Ewan Groman.
Ewan Groman. Just missing on Simmons there from Armsden. He's got a good throw with a lot of curve to it. Simmons no slouch in the throw department either. Goes toward.
Fires back. Johnson did too, but he got hit.
Johnston hit up high as he went low. Northern Touch, that slight player edge. And I think Armsden just hit out there.
Yeah, almost caught it between his legs,
yeah.
but he got dropped at the end.
I think it was almost a trap against his legs with the ball, which is a tough catch to make, but looks pretty good if you can do it.
Yep.
Good dodge low by Dongan.
Good block by Simmons.
Yeah, he stayed upright, but he kept that ball right in front of him. Randall threatening again. Simmons not really putting his whole body into that throw. He doesn't want to be left vulnerable on the follow-through.
Yeah, we have a big joke where sometimes we tell him to step into it, because usually he doesn't step into his throws. But when he does, they gain that extra bit of speed when they're already really fast when he doesn't step.
Yeah, he gets pretty good power on it even when he doesn't.
Yeah,
where you see a good
very long arms of him.
Yeah, a lot of leverage. Tall guys with long arms. If they have half-decent mechanics, they can get some big throws off. But there we see a big throw from Dongan.
Yeah, caught in the knee there.
Now Northern Touch, hoping to tie it back up. Looking for Groman to go down.
Groman left in 1v2. I think that was the first point of this match. We saw that happen too.
Groman throwing low and gets tagged on that second shot by Randall. Randall cuts him down, and Northern Touch ties it up.
3-3.
Very close match, as we, I think, would have expected. We're running low on time, too, so pretty soon it's going to be winner of the point takes the match.
Yeah. It's pretty likely that this point doesn't end in time for sudden death to start.
See head ref Ian Asang talking a bit to Captain Joel Jodoan of Northern Touch. You see the different ball spreads there from the two teams. Northern Touch going that 3 all wide. Riptide doing the much more conventional 2 on the outside. Ooh, Garcia Silvera looking for Barry right away. He's a high energy player who will let it go from all kinds of positions and make it a good throw regardless.
Absolutely.
Carr Harris up high, trying to bait in a ball, even though he doesn't have one. Northern Touch huddles up a little bit, goes on offense. And they find Simmons. That's Jodoan connecting. Carr Harris holding down the middle again. Northern Touch is on offense. Carr Harris takes a shot at Barnaby. I think I heard a 30 seconds call. I'm not sure if that's for this court. And Garcia Silvera, I think, got that shot.
Found Amos Baker there.
Kind of through Groman.
Northern touchdown to just 1 ball.
Hussein holding that as he goes up high. He actually throws too, and then gets punished for it.
Yep.
I've seen that a little more often, that single ball holder actually taking the throw once the other team commits to their windups. I think it can be worth it sometimes if you're the offensive team. You don't generally expect that high player with the only ball from their team to throw. And you see some good back and forth there. Garcia Silvera that was knocked out though. Riptide 4 strong. And it looks like
some referee discussion about.
I think he's talking to Joe Duane about making sure that his players don't kind of chirp back at the other team or the refs or anything like that. That's my guess. We can't quite hear them, obviously, but you can kind of see it from the body language of Ian Asang, just saying, like, come on, I don't want to have to tell you this. Good low moves from McKenzie. He's faking hard. Draws in another one and goes.
Definitely a player that likes to be up here aggressive, trying to draw in balls exactly like that.
And he drew in a couple very successfully. That is his game for sure. Now Northern Touch, 4 balls. Carr Harris calls for that second ball. So my guess is he's going to be a thrower. Northern Touch hanging on to 1 each. Playing it a little bit defensive here.
Yeah, one thing is of advantage for them is to hold on to 3 balls at all times, at least.
Yeah,
because if both teams have 3, it's on the team with more players to throw, which is Riptide in this case.
So yeah, if you're playing the long game, so to speak, it does mean that you have a bit of an edge in terms of defense. They do let go 2 balls that time. Dongan and Carr Harris letting go. So now we'll see if Riptide can connect. And it looks like, I'm not sure if they caught Dongan. I think that one bounced before it hit him. He looked toward the ref to confirm, but he's still in it. And, oh, Miles Dongan that time on the other side. Couldn't hang on to a ball that was catchable. He looks a little frustrated with himself, but they can be tough to hang on to.
All 4 balls.
Yeah. Carr Harris knocked out, so that is a lot of back and forth.
Yep.
Nice jump from Barnaby again, showing those ups.
Yep, certainly making them work for it.
And so I think that was the whistle for sudden death.
Yeah, probably some questioning over whether that throw was before or after the whistle. If so, that'll be, do we start a game with 2v1 like the situation was, or is it a brand new game?
Yeah, because if the throw was live before the whistle went for the time, even if it hadn't hit the player yet, that is a live ball.
It looks like it was live.
Yeah, because I think we are going to sudden death 6-on-6. So the judgment was that that ball was released before time expired, which means the point ended as time expired, which does mean we go into sudden death.
Yep.
Which also means Riptide does have a lead, but Northern Touch has a chance to tie it up. Yeah.
Yep.
So let's see how they choose to play it. It was a little more controlled than I expected from my build-up before the sudden death at the end of the first half. Super close match here once again. Yep. Armsden almost wobbling back over the line, but he stays alive. Northern Touch to the line. That shot towards Devin Simmons.
That looks like he's nicked his hair there.
Yeah.
McKenzie being found out too.
Yeah. Northern Touch connecting on those throws early. Garcia Silvera trying to bait, but he gets tagged low. But hey, gets a ball back, gets that fourth ball, which could be worth it. Nice shot. Armsden with the little sidearm that I think fooled Barnaby a bit.
Yep.
Johnston taking over that corner. Armsden looking for him anyway. Burry making a call. We see Dongan going low under that ball from Baker. Armsden making the play call.
There's Baker getting that hit.
Yeah, Dongan knocked out, cutting Northern Touch down to 4. Yassine takes over the corner from Dongan. And we see a shot toward Yassine, who stays in bounds with a good low dodge, moving a little bit to the side. Armsden comes up, drops and looks for the catch. He is willing to do that. He's got pretty good hands. Now with just 2 balls, Riptide's going to defend, but I think they found Armsden with that shot. And I think Baker's looking to see with the refs if he was fine as well.
Looks like Ian's telling me he's still in. He goes out.
Yeah, it looks that way.
A little confusion over what happened there.
Maybe one of his teammates said, actually, you did get hit, maybe, something like that. Northern Touch.
Tyler Johnson making some good dodges there.
Yeah, he's hard to hit. He's quick to move once he commits to that motion. Whew, he gets low, but he gets tagged anyway.
Just Corey Berry left now.
Yassine drops.
It's fine when that was so close to being a catch.
Yeah, you could see Yassine committing for that catch, but doesn't collapse on it. Now Burry makes it a little easier on himself. Stays away from those counters.
Yeah, they both went high.
And Joe Duane going with the pancake dodge, something that I am not flexible enough to do at all.
4 balls on Riptide side, so Corey Berry has to throw.
He's going to go aggressive anyway. Randall clears that one. Burry threatening to shoot, and he does. I think everybody's okay on that. Checking with the refs to make sure. Never mind.
He's calling himself out. Now have a 1v1 situation. Corey Berry with a big jump. Oh, he gets hit.
Yep. Jodoin finds it, and yeah, that ties it up. Northern Touch fighting
4-4 finish. Like we said, this was going to be a close game, and you don't get much closer than a tie.
Yeah. That's true. Well, I'm glad we could show that to everybody on the live stream. I hope you enjoyed one of the better matches I think you're likely to see today. Super close. 2 very strong teams. Always a pleasure to see.
Yeah, 2 teams that we're very likely to see in playoffs.